Hey, how you going? I just wanted to let you know I've got a request to start up the Diary of a Serial Child series again from my cousin. And I've taken up that request and just wanted to share a little story again. An insert from my diary of being a serial child, continually doing childish things even though I'm not a child. It reminds me of this one time I was about 12 years old. A friend of mine and I wanted to go down to the beach and have a little go at our rafts out in Lake Michigan. So we got them together and we aired them up and we got out on the water, and it was pretty choppy and the wind was blowing. And next thing we know, we turn around and look, and there's his mom is like way up on the land and we could hardly see her. She's like this tiny little person. And so we had floated way, way offshore, and the waves are just coming over the little rafts. And I'm just paddling like crazy. I hate water because I've drowned twice already when I was younger. And my buddy's just sitting back going, well, we're going to float, we're going to float. Well, my boat filled up with about that much water, and it was about that close to the top. So I'm sitting in this boat, in this little raft, for probably 30 to 40 minutes, almost an hour. I got hypothermia. So what does my friend's mom do? She calls the United States Coastal Guard. They come and pick me up. They get us in the boat. I've got hypothermia, so what do they have to do? They have to strip me down to my underwear. Now, mind you, I've never told this story to anyone in public, so you're hearing a little bit of a diary diary piece of page from my diary of my life now, for sure. So they stripped me down to my underwear, and one of the Coast Guards had to take his clothes off to get into his underwear, and they wrapped us both up in woolen blankets until my body heat matched the temperature of his body heat. That's where the lesson's at. When we find ourselves in the deep end and totally overwhelmed in the waves that life has thrown at us, what is our natural instinct? Get out of it. Paddle, 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 paddle. Paddle for your life. Even my friend got out of his boat and tried to touch the ground, and he just went bloop straight down, didn't come up for like 5 seconds. You bet the heck I'm not getting out of my boat. I hate water. So what did we do? We had to have someone bring us back to the regulated body temperature of them. And that's what God does. Someone called on our behalf, and that's often what happens. It's often our mothers. And someone came to my rescue, and I drew close to them. And their body temperature became my body temperature. We became united. Not in any odd, funny way, but the reality of this lesson was that I needed rescuing. I got rescued. Then I needed to be brought back to the normal, not normal, but this set temperature of life. And God will do that for me and for you. Most definitely for you. If He's done it for me, He can do it for you. I just wanted to encourage you in that when life gets deep, God's got greater hands. He's got bigger ears to hear, and there's nothing we'll ever do that will separate us from God's love. That's what the Bible tells us. Doesn't matter how deep down we've gotten, doesn't matter how far away we've gotten, He's always there. And here's my point. This is the funny part. Afterwards, they opened up the boat and we got up at the dock, and who's there? The news reporting agency taking pictures. So lovely. I got my picture taken in my underwear. They posted it in the newspaper a couple days later. How embarrassing, but that's why it's a diary. You don't share it with everybody. But I want you guys to know that I'm an average person, but an extraordinary thing happened in my life. God came into it because I opened my heart. I believed what He said about me rather than what was true about me. And that's where everything changes. So thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this diary of a serial child, and we'll see you next time. Take care. See you guys. Bye now.